I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Hello everybody, Uncle Keit here. This time I'm going to do a review on Hollow Knight, probably one of the best Metroidvania game I've ever played. It is developed by a small Australian indie game developer, Team Cherry, who only consists of 3 people. You know, these are the kind of people that makes me question, what the fuck are the AAA studios doing with their budget to make a good game? Without further ado, let's begin. Firstly, you should know that humans are generally lazy creatures. They don't like to understand too much. If I tell you light travels in a straight line, you'll understand immediately. Yeah, I get it. But if I start explaining that light are actually photons, particles traveling in a form of wave and can be directed, you'll ask me to talk in human language. They want immediate result, just like the controls of this deceptively simple game. You jump, you move around to dodge our platform, slap, pita plug, attacking, that's it. Mega Man style. You get some new spells or abilities later on, but none of them requires a wiki guide to understand. You'll know how to use it very fast. Now, don't mistake simple as easy, because this game is anything but that, and you'll most certainly die quite some time. A bit of practice and get good is still required. Honestly, the boss aren't hard to handle. Their movement can be easily telegraphed and has clear signals on what they are about to do. The execution is what usually matters. That's on you. I've done every single boss hitless before, and I assure you, 70% of the time I've took damage because I got greedy to get some extra damage in. 20% is because I was fucked by RNG, and 10% is because of... As for the platforming part, the difficulty can scale from a casual hippity-hoppity I pogo towards my property kind of fun to PTSD-inducing masochism.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
All in all, the game is delivered in a very tidy manner. When it is meant to be a challenge to torture oneself, it will be like one. When it is an area that is meant for a sense of exploration and journey, it sure is pretty admirable, which leads me to my next point. This is most likely what got people to like this game, and is also the core attraction of a Metroidvania game. This underground city, Hallownest, is a very expressive and magical place that hosts One thing for sure, the map is pretty huge and each area fits their theme perfectly. Even the creatures there are all designed to fit in where you found them. When you are in a forest, you bet your ass it will feel like one. When you are in a wasteland, you bet your ass it will feel like one. When you are in a ghetto shithole, you bet your oh my god, get me out! Help! Not just the world itself, the fellow travelers there have their own funny little voices. So why not head over to Hallownest and make some friends? We have
Papa Sude. Oh, come on, yeah?
and finally,
Nice.
the atmosphere is spot on thanks to the music composer Christopher Larkin. When I play this game, I'm sure as hell felt like going on an adventure in a Lord of the Rings movie. Except that instead of human and dragons, we have bugs and orange juice. Okay, so nothing is perfect, and the main downside of this game is the slow build up for the best enjoyment value. I know it is a Metroidvania and that you are supposed to get upgrades to traverse of area that you couldn't before, but holy shit, it took me about 2 hours before getting the dash on my first playthrough and another 2 hours before getting the wall climb, the two most important ability for a less infuriating means of travel. I just like to explore the map before moving on, okay? The game climaxes pretty slow, but when it does, time stood still and the moments strike true. You are no longer you. You are now the protagonist of the game. The knight trying to fulfill his destiny, to challenge a god, and to go out with a bang. That's why if you do intend to pick up this game, get a few days off, lock yourself up and just simply play the game. Don't treat it like a time killer when you're waiting customer or doing classes. Treat it as an interactive long story that you actually want to read it. Never rush it and just let it foster. The 40 hours I spent getting my first 100% on the game, I can tell you it was worth every single second of it. No regrets. So that's all I have for this gem of a game that I wish I have found it sooner, because I'm giving this a solid 9.5 out of 10. It literally set me a new standard for the games of similar genre. This game's only 31 ringgit and I've played for more than 200 hours. Cyberpunk 2077 costs 219 ringgit and doesn't even last that long. Go figure. Thanks for watching, do like and subscribe. See you next time.